Nigel, first of all, what are your reflections on last weekend's defeat at Colchester, having had the chance to watch it back in the cold light today?
Yeah, obviously we watched it back a couple of times. We had a good debrief when we were back in. Didn't help that we had a lot of illness. I thought we were a bit laborious in where we were. Was that a factor of that? Don't know. We had a lot of football. As I said, this season and last season we've been very good at defending deep, blocking, intercepting, counter-attacking, scoring goals. The last two games at Gillingham away and Colchester away, it's fair to say that conceding the first goal doesn't help. And obviously then we're imposed to try and get ourselves back in the game, and the opposition on both occasions have defended deep themselves, and we've had, it's fair to say, a lot of the football. Passing's got to get better, but we've had a lot of the football and we haven't really capitalised on the possession in the attacking half of the pitch, and by doing that as well, sometimes we've left ourselves vulnerable for the counter-attack, and that's led to goals, you know, in our desire to go and win the game. So that's not going to change. The objective is win the next game, do what we can. It doesn't help when you go behind. I think it's. I think there was a stat out there. Something like 74-75% of teams that score the first goal normally don't lose the game. So the importance of scoring first is there. However, it does mean that 25-26% of the time you still have a chance to go and win it. So it's still a big percentage. But from my point of view, it did the last two games give ourselves a little bit more of a challenge. But we had lots of ball. So the reflection is, how can we know we can defend deep, and we know we can keep clean sheets. We've demonstrated that. We know we can stand toe-to-toe with teams. We've demonstrated that. We've got to get better now when teams sit off us and we have a lot of possession of the football, how we can turn that possession into better quality scoring opportunities and be ruthless when we get them, and likewise make sure we don't leave ourselves so open when we're attacking that we get done on the counter-attack. In the last two games we've been done on the counter-attack.
You touched on it there, but how do you think we can be a bit more clinical and score more goals going forwards?
Well, we keep working on it. I mean, you were down the other day watching the training. I know Paul and James have been in today. A couple of the supporters who won the raffle, as a raffle prize, they watched a bit of training today. A different day, because it's a game day -1, if you like, so it's a lot lighter, a lot more classroom-based stuff, a lot more walk-through things. Whereas yesterday was a very much focused on scoring goals day, you know, and again, how can we improve on technique? How can we improve on putting the ball in the right areas? How can we keep working on it? And again, all our strikers scored through pre-season. Every day in training, we do finishing drills, so the strikers are used to putting the ball in the back of the net. Now, collectively, we need to improve our goal scoring record at the moment, and we've gone from being very good defensively, all of a sudden we've conceded goals in our desire to, one, come from a losing position, chasing the game. We've been very attack-minded, but we've left ourselves vulnerable then to the counter-attack. So we need to address that. So it's a fine line and a balance in our evolution of how we play.
We're back at Prenton Park this Friday. What does Friday night under the lights at Prenton Park mean to you?
Oh, it's special. As a supporter growing up as a kid, and this is going to be the 400th game, Tranmere Rovers in its history, under the lights at Prenton Park on a Friday night. So as a youngster, as a supporter, I used to come. We'd come down. Mum wasn't too happy me coming down because obviously it was quite violent back in the day as a young kid. Stand behind the goal, watch the game. Remember Charlie Lindsay? I was speaking to Paul before. Paul was at the same game. We were behind the goal, and obviously they were in the ascendancy against Bournemouth, and he's thrown his stick onto the pitch, and he can't do it now, thankfully, but he's gone and whacked the goalkeeper, the Bournemouth goalkeeper, up the backside for time wasting. Can anybody remember the song that was sung when he was going out? I think it was a #1 hit at the time. No?
Comment below.
So you can do on that one. Or I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. I could tell you the answer, but I'll let you think about it. There we go. But it's special. And then like you run on the pitch, can you get Ronnie Moore's tie-ups? Can you get Dickie Johnson's tie-ups? You know? And then obviously you've got to scarper up Woodchurch Lane and not get beat up, because obviously back in the day it's hard. But it taught you to run a bit quicker. But it was about the super white army and supporting the team. So we're always special, especially when you look about it. Why could we play on a Friday night? Because obviously Liverpool and Everton, you know, top teams in the area playing on the Saturday. It gave us, we could get a bigger crowd. As a youngster, I'd play football on a Saturday and Sunday as well, so obviously it gave me an opportunity to come down and watch our local team. So Friday nights, it was important to build your fan base as a Tranmere Rovers fan, to be able to come see your players, the team live. I remember on the lights once, 𝗬𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗘𝗏 behind the goal, cross come in, and he did this defensively, he did this diving header. I always remember it now, he did this diving header in the 6-yard box to clear the ball away. And as a young kid, I'm thinking, wow, that's brilliant. When you see, like, you know, your idols, if you like, Dave became a teammate. I'm sorry he's an idol, but Dave became a good teammate. Just to see the Tranmere Rovers players up live in person, not on the TV. Watching live football is invaluable. And again, the camaraderie of the fans all around you, it's invaluable. You know, you hear all the comments. Sometimes there's a lot of negative comments, and then you get sucked into it, all right? Which is not what we want. Sometimes there can be positive comments and you get sucked into that. I know which way I'd rather be. You know, have that real positive force, get the wind in the sails of the Tranmere team. But that's life. But live football's wonderful. And they were always special memories for me. So as a supporter and as a player, I love playing under the lights. And so that was the good memories for me. You know, the football club's special to me. And Friday nights under the lights at Prenton Park is always going to be special in my life.
We've not played at home for a month now. How much of a boost will that home advantage provide? Well,
we've got to turn it into an opportunity to get some points on the board, because obviously we'd started the season well. All the strikers have scored during pre-season. We didn't concede many. We were a good, solid defensive block. We started the season that way, defensively good. And obviously the journey away to Carlisle, good following the supporters and the sunshine, and we've won away from home. So we got that first victory away from home, having backed up the Port Vale draw, which was a real tough game. So we've won, and then unfortunately we've lost the next 2 away games. It would have been nice to have had the home game against Wimbledon, where that was called off for the international duty, and we knew that would then affect the league table, because we're always going to be playing catch up. But park that. We're disappointed we never got something from both games, because the desire was to go there to win. And even when we reflect on the game, we're still thinking, we could have won them games. You know, now we've got done on the counter-attack. We had a lot of football, that's that. But going to your question, it's the opportunity. We've got Friday night, and we've got Tuesday night at home as well against Swindon. So we've got 2 back-to-back games at home at Prenton Park. Prenton Park's going to be really important for us this season. Got to win our home games. So the desire is to go out. I know we've got a hard-working group of players. I know we've got a good squad of players. I know how much they want to do well this season, how much we've all got to do well. Sometimes we've just got to accept that maybe sometimes you don't have to like it. A result's gone against us. What was the lessons we learned from it? Blue line gone, move on, get ready for the next one. And that's what we've got now, an opportunity on Friday.
Again, something you've touched on already, but how much would you encourage supporters to come along and bring the family as well, with a ticket for a family of 4 available for just £56 on Friday?
Well, listen, I know how expensive it is. It's not cheap to watch any live football, and for a family it's very, very expensive, and it's our responsibility on the pitch to try and give the supporters something to cheer about. Know that you're going to see hard work, know that you're going to see a desire to keep the ball out of your goal, and the desire to go and put the ball back in their goal and compete and make it exciting. Now, the scoreline can dictate whether it's a good evening or not. Put that to one side. You're coming down with your family. It's nothing better than if you can come down and with me dad, and with me brother, and with me mates, and with me son, and with me daughter. The memories that last a lifetime. So it's priceless money instead of being wasted somewhere else. Come on down. So the result might go the wrong way. You'll see our team that's going to try. It might not be right on the evening, right? However, you come down, it's special. Come down and get your sausages and your hot dogs, right? It'll soon be Christmas, you know. Save up, come down at Christmas time, where the antlers will be out and the sledges will be out and all that sort of thing. We just started autumn now. It's special to come down and watch Tranmere Rovers, especially on a Friday night under the lights. Especially if you've got a family member or a friend. Make it special. The build up to the game, during the game, the conversation after the game, the memories we can all make, as I said, will last a lifetime. Might be the last time you're with your dad or your brother or your sister or your son or your mate, because life is tough and things happen. So this could be the last time. So make it special. Because you never know, one day it will be the last time. So we've got to go out, we've got to really give it all we've got. So come on down, get behind the team. You know, we're trying. The fans are trying. We all share an ambition. The aim is to win the next game of football. We're working really hard on the training ground with the focus to do all we can to prepare, to give ourselves the opportunity to win the game. But it's an evening that we should enjoy. Come on down, get behind each other, and embrace it.
The opposition is, of course, Salford City. What do you expect from Carl Robinson's side?
Another tough game. Every team in this division is going to be tough. I can't see anybody walking away with the league at this moment in time. I think every team has demonstrated they can beat each other. And it's a relentless league. When we look at the fixtures now, we're going Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday. You need to be competitive in every game. So luckily we've got a squad of players now. Obviously we couldn't fill the bench to start off with. We've got a few more players coming back now. We've got a strong group, which is important. And that's going to be really important for us to navigate all the games we've got. You know, the last game away from home, we lost several players through illness. How do you deal with that? All of a sudden, Sol Solomon and Josh Williams get their debuts in the Football League, probably ahead of schedule from where they are, but they're working really, really hard. But out of that adversity of the illnesses to Captain Tom Davis and Kieran Morris, who all of a sudden would have been, you know, there playing, they've dropped out. Gave an opportunity for the two youngsters to get on the pitch and get their league debuts. Great memories for them, great valuable experience in their development as they start their journey in professional football.
Just finally then, how are some of the players who suffered with illness last week, and how are we looking in terms of who's available for the game?
Yeah, everyone's recovered from the illness now. It hit several of the guys pretty poorly. It's fair to say, obviously, for the captain not to be available. And I could, you see it, several of the players were pretty poorly. We had to address the early part of the training week to try and get that out, but we've done some good training this week, some good focused training. I'm sure all the players are going to be looking forward. From an illness point of view, we're not concerned about that. And obviously it's really pleasing that we've got like a Sam Taylor, who was ill as well, by the way, before he didn't travel. And then when we've got Sam Findlay, Brad Walker, Josh Hawkes, tentative steps back into training now. So hopefully over the next couple of weeks they can do more and more, because as I say, we've got a lot of games coming up. And even Declan Drysdale's done a bit of jogging round, but he's still several weeks away. But the other guys are a bit closer to maybe joining in on a full-time basis from training. And then obviously it's then how close can we get them ready to actually be on the pitch and compete and perform at the level that they're at. But what that does mean is like the players coming back pushes the competition for places within the squad, and all being well with that, make sure that the lads who are in the team, they've got to perform. Because if they know that if they don't perform, I'll change it, because there's somebody there waiting to take their position. However, it's not just about 11 players. It's the team that starts, it's the team that impacts off the bench, and then it's the team that can go maybe Saturday, give it all you've got. You might not be able to go on the Tuesday, but then you might be able to go on the following Saturday, but we should still be strong enough to put a team out that competes in all the games.